Dominant epistasis. Epistatic gene that exerts the effect when that gene is present in a dominant form. The example of the dominant epistasis is the fruit color in summer squash. Here we can see the example of the dominant epistasis. In case of dominant epistasis, there is a gene that is for the yellow color. In the summer squash, there is a gene that is for the green color. This is for the yellow color. This gene is for the green color. While there is another gene that can inhibits the either color. If that gene is present in the dominant form, it can inhibits the green color as well as the yellow color. While if the gene is in recessive form, W is in case of recessive, then this gene do not have any effect on the color of the summer squash. Because this is example of the dominant epistasis. In case of dominant epistasis, a gene the allele should have in a dominant form. When that is in dominant form, like here, if it has dominant form, then it has effects or it can block the color in the summer squash. Here we can see that compound A is present in this summer squash, while if another gene that is in a dominant form, if that gene is not in dominant form, then this color can be converted into green. While if this gene is in the dominant form, then this white color will not be converted into the green. Same is in case of compound B, which is present in green summer squash. If there is the dominant allele of this gene, then it can be converted into the yellow color. Otherwise, this green color will not be converted into the yellow color. So in case of dominant epistasis, there are two different genes. One gene is for the yellow color, while the second gene is for the green color. But there is a third gene. That gene, if that gene is in a dominant form, then the color will be converted. While if the gene is not in the dominant form, it is in a recessive form, then the enzyme will not be able to convert from white into green and later on green into the yellow color. Fruit color in summer squash. In case of dominant epistasis, we see the ratios that are exactly like the independent assortment. The law which was proposed by the Gregor Mendel, the ratio was like the independent assortment 9, 3, 3 and 1. There is another example of duplicate dominant epistasis that can also be seen in the fruit shape in the Sheffield purse. In case of fruit shape in Sheffield purse, the ratio is exactly like 9, 3, 3, 1. So we can say or we can conclude that dominant epistasis is such a epistasis when there is a gene and that gene has a dominant allele. If that gene contains a dominant allele, then that have effect on other genes. If that gene have recessive alleles, then that gene do not have the effect on other phenotypes. So this is example of the dominant epistasis.